Yeah, but listen, all he's got... Man United might not thank me, but get the contract out, put it on the table, let him sign it, let him write whatever numbers he wants to put on there, give him what he's done now since he's come in, and let him sign the contract and go. Ollie's let the wheel, man. He's doing it. He's doing his thing. Man United are back.
I'm going to be successful. And some of these players here won't be part of that. Tic-tac. This is Uncomfortable Truths, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this show on a blood clot road. Play the... My people, we are so close. We're so close. My fellow oleouters, we are so close. We're hearing Fabrizio Romano coming out, saying Man United are in talks with Antonio Kante. We're hearing lots of journalists coming out saying that Oli could have already been sacked. And it's just a matter of time until the announcement comes. To all my fellow oleouters, we've done it. We've done it. Bro, we've done it. This guy could finally be gone. And before I introduce the host, the panel, I want to call out the Ollie inners. The Ollie inners. Because you lot have given us a hard time. You've given us oleouts a hard time. You called us fake fans. You said we were consumers. And you know what? I'm not the type of guy to do indirects. So let me call out, a certain channel that, I've called into a couple times. And to be honest, I was embarrassed on that show. So many times. Yeah, by the hosts, because I was Ollie out. I was called a consumer. I was called a fake fan because I didn't believe in the manager. Bro, I'm calling out the football terrorists. I ain't the type of guy to do indirect, so I'm calling out the football terrorists. So many times I called on to that show, bro. And I told you lot, this guy ain't the guy. It's just PR with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He doesn't have a plan. He doesn't have a structure. The process, it was all just a myth. There was no process. And I told you lot this. And now you're starting to see it. We lost 5-0 to Liverpool. He's 3 years in now. He's 3 years in and we're still seeing results like this where the football hasn't even improved that much. Like, bro, I was called a consumer. I was called a fake fan. I've been through so much, but all of you Ollie inners. But you know what? Time. In time, victory always comes. And now us Oleaters' victory is so close. We could sniff it. It could possibly even come on this show. We could possibly get the official announcement on this show. And trust me, if we get the official announcement on this show, we're going to go all out. We're going to party. We're going to do a live party. But anyway, enough of me waffling. Let me introduce the panel. Let me introduce my people. You know the people. Jinky, Doctor, who you lot telling me, man? Who you lot telling me?
Let's go like Rio. Let's go like Rio.
Are you not ready to kill this guy? We're gonna kill Ole Gunnar Solskjaer tonight. We're gonna end him. We're gonna end him, man.
He's done. He's done out here.
Bro, he's finished.
Come on, there must be some good things that he's done. Some.
Bro, he's done worse than David Moyes. He's been our first guy to not win a trophy since before Alex Ferguson. He came in the 80s. That's over 30 years. I can't even.
No trophy. Don't tell me there must. Jinky, I know you were joking with me, but listen, we're gonna kill this guy tonight.
Look, for me, first of all, look, I've got to show my gesture of support to Donnie van der Beek, who's currently in prison at Manchester United. Yeah, everybody, get your orange ribbons out. Free Donnie. It's a travesty what's happening to him.
Bro, he could be free very soon. He could be free tonight. If Oli goes tonight, Donnie could finally be free.
Oh, we'll be singing the songs.
But anyway, man, let's actually have a discussion, man.
What's gone wrong? How's it come to this again?
But before we get to that, yeah, do you not think that this news that Oli has been sacked is actually true, and we're now just awaiting the announcement? Or do you think, he's close to being sacked? They're talking about it. Or do you think it's the whole thing is just rubbish and he's not even close to getting sacked? What do you lot think? Talk to me, people.
No, he's sacked. He's sacked. Like it's a cycle. We have a thing. I United, when a manager's about to get sacked, you get all the PR from the different footballers. The Pogba's PR team has come out, Ronaldo's PR team. They're all just trying to take him down, get him out. It happened to Jose when we had all the reports of, they hate his tactics, they think we're too negative, etc., etc. Like, every time we're so willing to scapegoat the manager. This time, he is the problem. But the process has started. All the PR has come out, and then the next guy is coming in. He's gonna have all the good PR. Trust me, the PR there's no more PR merchant. He can't do it anymore. All the Oli judge has gone. We thought, bro, so how he came back from a 6-1 to get second in the league. That judge was insane. He came back from an injury crisis to clinch third on the final day. The judge was too hard. It had to be stopped. It could only last for so long. There are only so many goats you can sacrifice at half time to claim a 3-2 win, to claim a 4-3 win. There's only so many times the judge will work, and the judges run out.
What can I say? Here we are again. I feel like that Grand Theft Auto meme. Like, look, he's found his level. Let's cut to the chase. He's found his level. This guy, that I know you want to kill him, but this guy did stabilize us. He did stabilize us, and this is the thing. We got into third, we got to second, we got the semi-finals, we got to the finals, and now we improved our squad, and it's just not working at all. He can't do it. It's like he does more with less. And at the end of the day, we want to be successful. A lot of the fans want us to be back in the promised land again, and the problem is, he ain't doing that. The football is terrible. The football is absolutely terrible. It's the worst I've seen. In terms of just a tactical approach, we criticize Mourinho for being too defensive. We criticize Louis van Gaal for being boring. Boring Man United. All this side with passing. That's it. Oli, he plays FIFA. It's like my little brother playing FIFA. Let's go 4-2-4. Let's go crazy. You know what I mean? It's like, let's just put all the stars in, even though it doesn't make sense in terms of a team. It's not reality. This man's caught. He's done. He's finished. Do
you think he's sacked already, Jinky? Do you think he's gone?
Hey, I'm seeing the tweets. I'm seeing the tweets about Richard Arnold, the man who's going to be taken over from Ed Woodward. You wait. End of the next year, Richard Arnold's taken over CEO. This man's cancelling meetings. When you're getting the tweets about cancelling meetings, flying off to America, something's happening. The conversations are being had, and that's the thing. I'm not necessarily convinced he's going to get sacked the next couple of days, but the conversation started. The process has started. The phone calls are being made to Kante.
This is the actual process. This is the actual process.
This is the real process.
There was no process with Oli. This is the actual process. There's, like you said, the meeting's been cancelled. We're here. The process of, talking backstage whether Oli should be sacked. The process of talking to Kante, to Zidane, contacting them. That's the real process. That's the actual process. There was no process with Oli. There was no process with Oli. There was no process with Oli, man.
Should we see what the fans are saying on the live chats? What are they comments? Because they must be hyped. They must be amped right now.
Osman, I thought you support PSG.
No.
Is this uncomfortable truth? Uncomfortable truth, episode 5.
Let me address this because he's not wrong. But if a player is out on loan at another club, yeah, he still plays for the club. Let's say I don't know, Greenwood is out on loan at Borussia Dortmund. He's still a Man United player, but he's playing for Dortmund. So it's the same with me. I'm just on loan at PSG until Oli is gone. Yeah, and until Oli's gone. But I'm still a Man United. I'm still a Man United fan, just on loan till Oli is gone. I will be back soon. Tonight could be the day I come back. It could be the day I come back. But
there's no option to buy. There's no
Free
option.
Osman. Free Osman.
More comments. Let's read some more comments. Osman, I thought we read that. Zidane or Kante. Zidane or Kante. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna save that. We're gonna talk about the managers coming in very soon. Atis, you need to call in on TFT. We need the rant. Some more comments.
Who are you going to rant to? Who are you ranting to? That's the thing. Is there a certain person?
I will, if the host of that show wants me to come on and wants to apologize for saying, like, shutting me down on my opinions on Oli. I want a live apology, bro. I want a live apology. I want him to say, Ali Osman, you were right the whole entire time. You were right the whole entire time. I should have listened to you.
Collect your apologies,
bro. But anyway, let's read some more comments. Jinky, Itis, Jinky, Doctor, and Saeed keeping it real. Who's Saeed?
Thank you.
No.
Anyway, this.
Hey.
I just want to play this video. Yeah. I just want to play this.
Careful. I'm careful. I'm trying to be nice. I told y'all.
I told you, man. This was Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, legend. I told you. But anyway, let's read some more comments. Yeah. Question: what do you expect from Kante if he gets the United job? Like we said, we're gonna get to the managers. We're gonna get to the. Actually, you know what? Let's get to the next manager right now. Ban Oli. We forget Oli. We're gonna talk about the future because this is about the future. We look forward here. We don't look at the past. We look at the future. So anyway, Doctor.
Yes.
About the future. Kante, Zidane, who do you want as the next United?
Dan Fletcher.
Don't let's not even start with that. Yeah, so we can't. I say Zizou purely because the issue with Kante, the fans are going to turn on him way too quickly. Imagine you've spent how many? We've had boring football on the LVG. We've had defensive football on the Jose. I don't even know what else. What do you guys call it? What we've had on the Oli? Because I don't know what it is. I can't even tell what we're doing right now. And then now you want us to go back to another defensive manager who can only really do it for one season and then he's gone. Nah. We need Zidane because he just fits the bill. Mm-hmm. Like the guy, like the number one thing, unite. Oh, why you guys have to do me like that? Why you have to do me like that? KSI.
Man, like Deji.
No, KSI will not be in charge of this club. He doesn't support the club. He'll never be in charge. He will never touch this club. As long as I'm alive, he'll never touch the club. Don't worry. Mm-hmm. But yes, Zidane. One of the things that people say, like, our culture is always. Well, one of the things that we actually pride ourselves on as a club is adaptability. We have been a very adaptable team through different eras. Especially under Ferguson, where he adapted through through different decades of different football against different opposition, against different teams. One week would be playing against one team, and then if we encounter a team with a completely different style, we will always change to fit the bill. And I think if you look at Zidane in the Champions League, especially, his main thing is the fact that he can change things to suit what he needs to do. Obviously, he had great players, but him being able to change on the fly is the best part about him. And I think we need that right now.
Jinky, who do you want, man? Who do you want?
This is going to have to come in two parts, because there's that short-term solution and then there's that long-term. I'm not talking about 5-10 years, but certainly something tangible in terms of a number of years. Short-term, I can see why people want a Kante. Personally, I do have my reservations about Kante at Manchester United. I don't have reservations about Kante as a coach. He's a brilliant coach. You've seen what he's done. Record speaks for itself. You know, even just recently with Chelsea and with Inter. How does that work at Man United, given the structure and the approach that Ollie has taken with his team? You know, if he's going to go in for a 3-5-2, he's instantly sort of killing a lot of the talent that we've brought in quite recently. You know, it's a lot of money that's been spent. You know, you think about Sancho in a 3-5-2, where does he fit? You know, where does Donnie potentially fit? That's 110 million gone straight away. Yeah. Then you've got a lot of forwards, you know, fighting over those two spots. So does Greenwood start? Probably not. Ronaldo's not going to be dropped. So then, you know, does Martial have a rebirth again? Rebirth 3.0? Rashford, this is the thing. So, you know, he does do a 3-4-3. We have seen that, and that probably makes more sense to Man United. This guy's a madman. Let's be real. Him and our board just won't work. It won't work. He'll get back the first transfer window, and
for the short term, because we already have some sick players. Yeah. So do you not think Kante would work for the short term, because he has the players now? So he won't.
It only works if he gets control. If he gets control and he puts the players that he wants to put in, it only works his way or the highway, and that's how it should be. But it doesn't work like that at Man United. We've got history with all the previous managers showing that. Yeah. I'm just not convinced. There's certain players who I think will be casualties of war, and they'll be big players. Paul Pogba could be a casualty of that, just because of this. Yeah, but just because of that setup, isn't it? Like Pogba perhaps would be better in a 3-5-2, but then would you put him in a 3-4-3?
Exactly.
Would that be your first four? Probably not. You're probably thinking of other midfielders at that point. So he could be a casualty. Then he's gone, isn't he? He's off anyway. We think he's going to be off anyway. So in the short term, I'm not convinced. Look, these players are snakes. They're approaching the Chelsea levels of being snakes. Oh. They will up it. All of a sudden, Man United will go on a 10-game, 15-game unbeaten run, winning run probably, and all is forgiven. The manager will be given a new contract of 5 years or something like that. That's how these players seem to work. So in the short term, yeah, it'll be great. But I'm thinking about the year after, where it's going to be chaos. And the year after that, it's going to be chaos. We needed continuity from Ollie. Long term, I think Ten Hag. I like what he's about. I think that he's demonstrating, because he's the thing that's going to go against him is the Dutch league. But I'll counter that saying, well, look what he's also doing in the Champions League. He's actually taken an Ajax team. He's taken an Ajax team with great potential, and he got to that semi-final. He's actually taken this Ajax team, which, you know, if you want to be a Premier League merchant, you're going to say a lot of these players are rejects. Blind, Haller, Tadic, and look what he's doing with them.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's minimal changes with this guy, but he won't come until the summer. So maybe we'll have to do with a Carrick or a Fletcher in the meantime. Nah, Lucien Favre though. Lucien Favre is also another option. He could be a very good interim manager in that point. He's a technical manager, and I think that'd be a good continuity into Ten Hag.
Mm-hmm. And just before I respond to that, people, we're gonna let you lot have your say on this whole situation, man. United,
absolutely.
Yes.
We want to hear you, man.
Get ready right now.
Even if you're only in, come in. Join the show. We want you to come on. Tell us why you're still only in. But you know what? Just a warning. I'm gonna come for you. Like I'm sorry, but I am gonna challenge you. So
and just to counter that, I will protect you because I'll have my leash. I'll have my leash.
I will destroy you if you're only.
Bro, I'm going in for the kill. I'm going in for the kill.
You're invited, but I will kill you. But anyway, yeah, Jinky, Ten Hag. I'm a big fan of Ten Hag, and you know what? I want him as the new manager but the problem is with him. It's not my problem. I don't have a problem with it, but I think it is gonna be a process. But the thing is, it's gonna be an actual process because I actually trust Ten Hag to build something because I've seen it with Ajax, and he didn't have the backing that he would have at Man United at Ajax. You know, they have a better structure, but financially they can never compete with Man United. So, yeah. I would trust the Ten Hag system, but would the United fans be patient?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I was going to say.
Well, the thing is for me, look, we had Nagelsmann was the flavour of the month last season when it was at Leipzig. What's the difference between the two?
I think because
do you know what I mean?
I think this team Man United have, yeah. I don't think it suits the way Ten Hag wants to play. So I think he will have to completely rebuild the team. I don't have a problem with it. But wouldn't it be better to bring in someone like a Kante or Zidane that could win with this team? Because I think it suits these managers more.
I don't think major changes are needed. We've got a lot of technical footballers already. This is the thing. Like there's this whole fallacy that we don't have good enough players. We've got a lot of technical players. And he can work with that. There's a certain player who I paid tribute to earlier who he can work with straight away.
He has worked.
You look at the whole Haller situation. This man was laughed out of the Premier League. Laughed out. Look what he's doing now. You could easily compare that situation to Ronaldo. Get him, feed it into him. It's there. It is there. No, minimal changes are needed. If Pogba goes, Ten Hag can push to get a Tchouaméni. Do you know what I mean? Like, is that that box to box, that talent? You know what I mean? Is that any different to Gravenberch? Probably not. He's in that same category. I just think there's minimal changes needed for this guy. I think with other managers, there's big wholesale changes needed. I think there's a huge change when it comes to Kante. If I'm being honest.
Huge. So you think it's a bigger change for Kante than a Ten Hag?
Yeah.
What are you telling me, Doctor?
Yeah, with Kante, too many things will have to change. First of all, we can't have like a whole back line is going to have to be redone again because we can't have Wan-Bissaka at wing back. He can't. His attacking output is not very good, is it? So we can't have him at wing back. We'll have to now. We can't have Dalot because Dalot is awful. Dalot is honestly one of I think probably the worst right back I've seen play for this club. So I don't think he's going to get there. If anything, we should have kept Dan James. We should have kept Dan James. Dan James under Conte, like that's probably a fever dream. We're running up and down. We're gonna have to change the midfield because we're gonna have to have like Matic and then a runner around him. Fred's not smart enough to do it, so we're gonna need another midfielder. The back line's going to have to change because we can't play Lindelof off every week. We can't play Maguire every week. We can't play Varane every week. But you can't stay fit for more than 3 games. So we're going to have to completely change that. Up front, we're going to be numbers are not going to be like we have a lot of people and we're going to have a lot of competition. And Ronaldo is not going to suit Kante whatsoever. I'm pretty sure Ronaldo hates him anyway, so that's just going to cause another issue. Like him, like it's too much difficulties with him. I think with Ten Hag, we've got some. Ronaldo is going to struggle under Ten Hag anyway, but I think we've got a couple more players that will suit his system more, like a Sancho, like a Van der Beek. # free up for Van der Beek, get him out of the gulag. I feel like some players might struggle under him, but I think he'll do a lot better. He'll do a lot better.
But anyway, before we get to the coolest, let me tell you what I would do, because for me personally, yeah, if we're talking about keeping the fans happy, I would go for Kante or Zidane, because I think therefore now they right now they could walk into that team and produce a Champions League, a Premier League. I think that team is already there for them, especially Zidane, because like you said, Jinky, Kante is has more of a specific system and more of a style he wants to play, specific style that he wants to play. But Zidane, I think that team suits him perfectly. So if we could get a Zidane, I would love a Zidane, because this team is made for him. He has proved at Real Madrid that he could manage big egos. Yeah. He's proved at Real Madrid that he's an amazing manager in game. Bro, he could have a Tuchel effect if he came in. Let's say Oli got sacked this week, yeah, or before the international break, he could have a Tuchel effect. He could possibly win a Champions League. I think there's a high possibility he could do something like that. He could have a Tuchel effect because he's an amazing manager. He's proven it. But for me, I would go for someone like a Ten Hag. You know, build, because I'd get rid of Ronaldo, because for me, I know it's a very uncomfortable conversation, uncomfortable truth. This is the uncomfortable truth, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? I personally wouldn't have went for Ronaldo. He's 36 years old, turning 37. Yeah. The guy is finished. Like he is actually finished. And yeah, you could bring up the numbers, but the only reason why he gets the numbers is because he gets the numbers only when the team is playing towards him. When the team is playing as a team, he wouldn't get those sorts of numbers. If the team is playing as a team, he wouldn't get those sorts of numbers. But when they play towards him, he gets those numbers. But you know what? When we play towards him, the team is worse, and we're not as good, as you could see this season. The truth is, where we looked better last season without Ronaldo than we do with him. Why is that? We played more as a team last season. We weren't great last season, but I think we played more like a team. And you know what? The best is to bring someone like a Ten Hag that will make us play like a team. Get rid of Cristiano, make us play like a team. Play a front three of Sancho, Greenwood, and Rashford.
Well,
Donnie.
Let me ask something though, because with someone like Zidane, because there are only certain managers that can go to Ronaldo and tell them, he can't do this. We're playing as a team. Zidane is one of those guys, because he did do it. He literally went to him and said, this ain't about you. I can bench you if I want to. You're going to have to play the way I want to play, not the way you want to play. I think there are only certain managers that can do that. Kante, to me, can't, because I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened there, but there's already some form of beef, so I don't know how that's going to even go down. But we know Zidane can. We know probably Pep can, but Pep's already in a job. Klopp can, but he's already in a job. And the only other person that I've seen that probably could has retired about 8 years ago now, Ferguson. So I think we either have to get rid of him at summer, sell him to Newcastle or something. I don't know. or we're gonna have to try and get in someone that can literally sit him down and tell him to not do all this rubbish.
Go on, Jinky. Just before
I just think the question I want to raise is there any element that we blame the players? Is there any element? You know, we've talked about Ronaldo and him being a problem. Not saying the problem, but a problem. You know, we haven't even touched on Sancho. Like, you know, this guy, £75 million. You know, there's question marks over him. You know, a lot of people question the 2 or 3 performances because he didn't come on with that energy. He just looked a bit sort of lethargic. Didn't seem he was up for it. Maguire's made a heck of a lot of individual mistakes. Like, if this was tennis, it would be unforced errors galore. I'm counting 15. Opta won't back me on that, but you go look in every game. He has made a terrible individual mistake that's led to a goal scoring opportunity. And if it wasn't for David De Gea, if it wasn't for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, it would probably be about 14th at this point.
Okay, let me respond to that, and then we're going to bring on Okula.
Sure. Yeah.
The reason why we can't blame the players is because I believe the players have played for Oli. With Jose, you could bring up that argument because I believe the players did down too. The players did down tools. They didn't want, some of these players didn't want to play for Jose. They didn't like Jose's man management style. And I believe they didn't give 100% for Jose Mourinho. You know? But these players with Oli, I don't feel like they're down in tools. I feel like they're fighting for Oli. And the thing is, we need to question it because they're fighting for Oli and they're actually talented players. You can't tell me, you know, I know I just criticized Ronaldo, but Ronaldo, Bruno, Pogba, Rashford, all of these players, Maguire, maybe not Maguire as much, but you know, these players are very good players, some of the best in the world, and they're fighting, but these are the results they're getting. You have to look at the obvious.
I think it says a lot. Look at Jesse Lingard's comments. I think just be quick. Jose Mourinho helped to make me a winner. Ollie's a good friend. And I think that is just the problem right there. He's a good friend. I'm sure he's a good man. I'm sure he puts the arm around the shoulder. But I think that says a lot to me. Anyway,
it's time for coolers, man. I'm seeing Brian. Ooh. There's a guy called Brian in the private chat. He wants to back Ronaldo. He heard my comments on Cristiano. He wants to back him. What are you telling me, Brian? You want to fight me on Ronaldo?
How's it hanging, bro? How's it hanging?
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, bro. I have a bone to pick, bro, about that about Ronaldo comment. All right. Listen. Let's look at this logically, right? Every player under Solskjaer so far this season has looked worse than previous seasons. Every single player. Luke Shaw last season. Oh no, we were wrong. Shaw is a good player. You know, we messed up. Look at him. Fine. Oh, look at Maguire. He goes to England. He plays very well this season. Shit. Oh, Wan-Bissaka is improving his numbers this season. Looks shit. Pogba looks shit. Bruno looks shit. Fred McFred looks shit. Ronaldo, bro, last season scored 29 goals and 3 assists in 33 games. The season before that, 31 goals and 4 assists in 30 games.
In the retirement league.
Hold on a second. If he can score that in Serie A, hold on.
Violation.
Yeah, if he can score that in Serie A,
Zlatan is 40 and he's still scoring goals.
It means he can score at least 20 in the Premier League. A striker scoring you 20, 25 goals in the Premier League is an asset. If you are smart enough to use him, the manager, I think a player like Ronaldo, right, needs a manager that can think on his feet, that can come up with a plan of attack and can implement that plan. You also mentioned something, bro, as I was listening in about if you should blame individual players. I think it's a bit unfair because I watched a video on the tactical analysis of the game. Bruno covered the most distance in that Liverpool shambolic game. Where did that get us? If you're not pressing as a team or in a cohesive unit, you're going to get picked apart. So we can blame individual players all we want, but if the team setup, if the team shape, if the coaching is not up to snuff, every single player from A to Z is going to suffer. And the only player looking good right now is De Gea because he's making so many fucking saves because we're eating so many fucking shots.
Listen, let me respond to your Ronaldo arguments. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're saying all our players look worse on the Oli. But Brian, do you not agree that we've looked better as a team without Ronaldo? Even forget last season, this season, before Ronaldo came, the Leeds United performance. What was it?
Bring it up
6-1? It was something crazy.
You're right.
I think it was 6-1,
Leeds. I think the Leeds game is the only game we've actually looked good this season. Every other game apart from Leeds.
But everyone looks good against Leeds. They're a fraudulent manager.
Right.
before Christina came in.
Oh, man.
Strike two.
Oh, man.
One of the only, let's say positives with Oli is that his counter-attacking was good. That's died now with Oli. I mean, with Ronaldo coming in,
But you see, guess what though? At Manchester United, don't you want to be going at teams? Why sit back and counter all the time? Like Cavani looks good under Oli, right? Cavani is not scoring 30 goals in 30 games in Serie A. He's not. It's simple and plain. Cavani is not scoring 20 goals in the Premier League a season, even if he plays every single game. He gives you that pressing for sure, but you lose the goal scoring element of it. So Ronaldo, what he doesn't give you in pressing, if you create the chances for this brother, he will score so many goals. Trust me. But when a new manager comes, yes, bro. Yes.
Sorry, just quickly. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah, bro. Go
on. How do you actually feel about his physicality still at this age in the Prem? Because I individually, you're not talking about tactics at this point, but individually, one-on-one, I see him getting bodied by quite average defenders in the Premier League. Not even your Van Dijks and people like that at this point. Average defenders.
You're right, actually.
Bro,
the Prem is a different beast. Yeah. You're right. He is getting bodied, once. And, the Premier League, right, I think, in my opinion, I'm not being biased because, I watch United, but I think that's the gold standard in football competition in the world right now. They have the best defenders, best players, best managers. And even the small teams like Burnley, they're going to give you a mad game. And Ronaldo has been gone for a very long time. Even at 37, especially at 37, it's going to get hard to readjust. But I think he can readjust. In the Liverpool game, the goal he scored that was, chalked off, those quick, intricate movements, I'm seeing those things come back. So if he's losing the physical battle, you're sure as shit know that Ronaldo is going to, adjust the way he plays to keep scoring goals because that's just the person he is. He's the GOAT, in my opinion. I think he's a good problem to have. And it's one of the reasons I went oleout after Villarreal.
Okay. We've talked
some good points, man.
About Ronaldo. Let's ask you about Oli. We haven't heard your say on Oli.
Oh, mate. Oh, here we go. Okay, so the reason, all right, I went Oli out after we won a game. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's the truth. I was only in this season because in my thinking, okay, the season before last, the summer was a terrible summer in my opinion. And I thought the team was going to finish 8th or 9th. And for fuck's sake, the brother finished 2nd. And I was like, wow, okay. So if he's doing this with shit players or players that I think are not very good, he might actually do well with a better squad. And then after we lost the final to Villarreal, I was livid. That was when I went Zidane in. I wasn't Oli out, but I was Zidane in. So get rid of Oli only for Zidane. So this season, right, we started amazing with Leeds. And I'm like, yep, Oli's at the wheel. This is it. We're going to fuck everybody up. And then immediately after the Leeds game, the very next game, cracks started to appear. We were creating chances. We were relying on individual brilliance. Greenwood saving us. The Wolves game we should have lost. I could see what was happening. And of course, the Ronaldo game in Newcastle, Ronaldo just had to, make it special because he's him. But I was seeing these things. And I was very close to the edge. And the Villarreal game, right, we played so poorly. We deserve to lose that game. And Ronaldo does what Ronaldo does and wins it for us at the end. So, of course, I was happy. I was excited that we won the game. But then at that moment, I was like, no, this is not sustainable. We can't rely on no system and giving up easy chances to small teams because we haven't played anyone good yet. So when we won that game, a lot of people expected me to gloat and be like, yeah, look at that. We won. See, I told you. But I was like, no. Oli is not the guy. And it didn't take a loss for me to see that. It took a win. And I was like, no, we're not even winning in the right way. So the poor man is clearly out of his depth. I still like Oli. It's not a secret. I have good memories.
I hate him, man.
And stuff. I know.
Whoa.
I know.
Hate's a strong word.
Boss a treble.
Word. Yeah. I still have a soft spot for Oli, so I'm not gonna insult him or call him names, but I will strongly say he needs to go. I felt he should have been sacked after the Leicester loss. I think that should have been the last straw because it shouldn't take us losing 5-0 to City in the week for them to sack him. No, I mean, we've heard enough, dude. The United fan base is hurting.
Brian, we appreciate you coming on, man, my brother. We love the views.
Passion.
We're gonna recycle the coolers. We got another cooler coming on.
Save the Red Devils.
Red Devils. We need saving.
How's it going, guys? I appreciate you having me on. My name yesterday was Jokers FC. I changed it today just so people know that we're in a position where it's past embarrassing when you have rival fans taking pity on you. Some people are begging for Ollie in. You have Liverpool fans singing Ollie in. I know Chelsea fans and Arsenal fans that are actually disgusted at the fact that we've fallen so far to a point where it's past embarrassing. It's at a point where you have to question. Everybody's been questioning the board for years in regards to who's running the club, the managers, how we set up, the Man United way, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, some people want a man in now in regards to like Kante, who can win, who's been successful in a short-term period when he goes to a club. If you're going to go by somebody's project, the first person that comes to my mind that I would want to stick by is Erik ten Hag, because he's somebody who in recent years has a way of altering his game. He's made good runs in European competitions. He can make in-game changes. He can identify issues. In the 2018-19 season, he had more strength in using his fullbacks. The next season, he resisted from using that as an option as a source of attack, and then he relied on his front four, meaning the striker, the player behind him, and who's on the left and the right. I want somebody who knows how to handle, whether it's a big team or a small team, an away game or a home game, dangerous moments where you can identify the problems at hand. And Ollie is unfortunately not the guy to do that. He's taken us to as far as he could. I wasn't old enough to see 99, or I was a very, very young child, but he's reached his peak. And now he set the path and brought the camaraderie together. Everybody was happy-go-lucky. But his time as a manager in regards to being a good tactician with the managers that are in the Premier League, he cannot compete with them. They're top tier. And unfortunately for Ollie, his job is on the line at this point, and it's imminent that he should be sacked because Jose got the sack after calling Pogba a virus, openly slating Luke Shaw. But Mourinho lost 3-1 at Anfield, and the fans were fed up. We lose 5-0 at home. We set a record, not for us. We set a record for Liverpool to get their first ever hat trick at Old Trafford, it being Mo Salah. Mo Salah is making an embarrassment out of Cristiano Ronaldo. Jinky made a good point in regards to his balance and strength. He gets tossed around like a rag doll. It's like when you see Dallo used to play or Tellez, you can see the strength isn't there, but they're younger. You can get stronger. As you get older, you lose the balance. You get thrown off. You can't take as many touches. His reaction and his brain might still be fast and what he does, but your body is not keeping up with where you think your mind is at. You're not still a 25-year-old man. I don't care about any of this fitness tests, physicality. He gets tossed like a rag doll. And for me personally, whether you want to run a diamond with Cavani and Ronaldo, whether you want to run Cavani in the middle or Martial, Ronaldo, Ten Hag or another manager would utilize him. We saw it at Juventus. People thought he was finished when he went to Juventus. He was playing out wide on the left in certain games. He was scoring goals from out wide on the left in some games. He was the top scorer. Why? Because when somebody's not working to your strengths and how you want to directly approach using a player of his caliber, you alter around that. You don't just wing it and bank on high hopes for what you think may come to good fruition at the end of a dying minutes of a game. He's not going to save us every match. And I don't want to rely on Cristiano Ronaldo to save me every time I'm in trouble. It's a horrible, horrible mindset to have. Horrible.
Jokers, just sort of one question before we move on to another caller. What do you say to the Man United fans that are out there who, are traditionalists who don't believe in necessarily sacking a manager straight away just because there is a tough patch? It's kind of a case of stick by your manager, stick by your team mentality, something that the Old Trafford faithful have. What do you say to that, given the current situation we're in?
I don't have I'm going to respond to a question with a question. My question to those fans is, if this isn't your breaking point, what is? And that's all I have to say on that subject, because I reached my breaking point after the Villarreal final, not this year's group stages, the final. I said he gets a full year of making mistakes, the 85-minute substitutions, down 1-0, 90-minute substitutions for Van de Beek, the disrespect towards certain players, Lingard not getting a chance after not selling him to West Ham. It's what is your breaking point as fans who are Ollie inners? That's what I want to know. What is your breaking point? Because I've reached mine. I have finally reached mine.
Guys on the chat, where is your breaking point? Ollie inners, where is it?
Thanks for having me on, guys, by the way.
Yo, Alec, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. But let's read some more comments before we bring on the next caller. Yeah? Okay. Danko's saying, trust the process. Why is Deji on this stream?
I'm not Deji. I'm superior. I'm superior. His hairline is worse than mine. Come on, guys.
I thought you quit YouTube.
AJ's reaching out.
You guys need to get it correct. I'm not Deji.
Oh,
I'm the doctor.
Anyway. Let's bring on some more coolers, man. Let's bring on some more coolers. The boy Z.
Hello.
Yes. What are you telling me, bro?
How are you doing?
We're doing good. How are you, man?
Yes. Anyway. So I'm Ollie. Hello, I'm Ollie. Sorry, my mic's being pretty shit.
Why are you laughing?
I'm not sure trusting this picture. I'm not sure trusting that picture that you're Ollie in, but carry on.
Sorry, ignore the photo is pretty funny, but ignore it. I'll change it now. But anyway, so basically, I'm Ollie. I'm laughing at my photo, man. But anyway, I'm Ollie.
Breathe, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
We don't have a DM.
What's wrong?
I was just laughing at my photo. But anyway, I'm Ollie because we don't have a DM. Like, the squad's not complete. We've seen when Ollie last season, he did quite well with us last season.
Wait, hold on. No D. We don't have a D. Man City just won.
See, this is what I think we've done wrong. I think us getting Ronaldo in the summer was the bad move. I would have rathered we got someone like Neves, in fact. Because Ronaldo, let's be real, we only got him because he was going to go City. He doesn't press how we want him to press. We're asking an old man to press when he's just come from the Farmers League, the old man league.
I've seen Zlatan press. Zlatan presses more than him, and he's almost 40.
Yeah, but Zlatan and Ronaldo, they're different. Look, our wingers have never pressed, so I don't know why we're getting them to press as well.
Girls. Did you not see the setup yesterday?
Yeah, the setup was pretty poor, but
did you not see the setup against Villarreal?
Exactly.
What is the DM going to do in a setup like that?
Well, someone like, Declan Rice is perfect. He's commanding. He's a good leader. He's the DM. He's perfect.
Oh no! I'm not paying 80 million for Declan Rice.
Why not? Did you watch him yesterday against Spurs?
There are many players that can do what he does for less money.
You think?
What's his name? Yeah, there are loads of. Ruben Neves is one. Ruben Neves is 35 million, far superior player.
No.
Ruben Neves.
He's decent. I would have took him because we have no one else. But no, Declan Rice. I think he's one of the best of what he does in the Prem. I think he fits us like a glove. If Ollie gets Declan Rice, we'll win the league.
Oh no! Yo, that is that is an interesting statement to make right there because what's crazy is that he's the only manager in a top team that people seem to say he needs this, he needs that, he always needs
No,
something
people
extra.
are saying that about City. People are always saying about how City needs a striker.
But City won the league without a striker.
Let me take this one, yeah, because this guy, I've had enough. I've been listening. I've been listening to this guy.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Listen, yeah.
Go on.
Not there's no perfect team in the world. Every single team has areas where they could improve. Man City don't have a striker. Yeah. Liverpool, they don't have a creative midfielder. Bro, every single team has some areas where they could do better. There's no perfect team. There's never been a perfect team.
Well, yeah,
but you're making excuses for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer saying, the reason why he's not winning a Premier League or Champions League is because he doesn't have a CDM.
No, I don't think.
Varane
I think it's partly his fault because the way he sets us up and the way he wants us to play needs a DM. Like Fred and McTominay, they're dog shit. Van de Beek, I would like him to play, but he doesn't fit us.
But why can't you play Matic there? Because listen, yeah,
because we've seen how Matic played.
No, but this is what I was about to address. You're saying, I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say Matic's legs is gone.
No, I quite like Matic.
He's old, but guess what? The same things were being said about Jorginho before Tuchel came in. When Jorginho was under Lampard, people were saying he's
and Kante.
I still don't. I don't rate Jorginho that highly.
And Kante.
No, listen, okay, you might not rate him, but since Tuchel has come in, look how Tuchel has elevated him.
Well,
people don't say he's finished anymore.
He's an unreal manager.
He's slow. People don't complain about that as much anymore. They're putting him up in Ballon d'Or conversations.
Yeah, but we all know that's bullshit.
Manager can do.
We all know he shouldn't be there.
Manager.
Let him land. Let him land, Osman. Let him land.
Yeah, I'll let you land, bro. What do you want to say?
Well, this Jorginho argument, he's awful. Well, he's not awful. He's just good. Nowhere near Ballon d'Or, so that's out the window. But if the way Ollie wants us to play needs a DM. And honestly, we still would not be a perfect team because we still have Wan-Bissaka on that right hand side who is stinking up the whole pitch. We would still have Harry Maguire in the back line, who under a better manager, Harry Maguire would be a lot better.
No, he wouldn't.
That's the only thing I think. If we got a better manager, we would see the true Harry Maguire. We saw him in the Euros.
I thought you backed.
Oh wait, hold on. No, this whole Maguire for England thing is nonsense. He's in a back three. David Luiz looks good in a back three. No. Like when he's
that was 2018. He was in a back. He was in a back two with Rose, with Stones even.
No,
4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
No, but he also played it in a back three as well.
That was the previous tournament before that.
No, in the Euros,
when
especially the final,
had the best tournament of his life. Same with Luke Shaw, they played in a back four.
They switched, but they sometimes played in a back four and sometimes a back three. The final was a back three.
I think they played in a back three once.
You lot are waffling now. Listen, brother, we appreciate you coming on.
Can I just add one more thing, please?
We got so many callers. This is a motive. This is a motive topic. So you've got plenty of callers, man.
Ollie has changed the culture of this club again. Under Mourinho, he left it in a toxic state.
You just criticised him for Maguire, bro. But anyway, bro, listen. We appreciate you coming on, man. But come on, bro.
All right, glory, Man United.
Yeah,
the glory days will be back soon.
We're gonna rotate callers now, man. We appreciate you coming on. We don't discriminate. Oli in us, Oli in outers. Everyone's invited, but come on, man.
GURPS did make a good point. It's a shame we kind of it was just at the end. People on the chats, callers, Oli and the culture. Has he changed it? Has he left us in a better state than what Mourinho did.
No, Jinky, relax yourself, man. He ain't
No.
yourself in no better
No,
state.
we're the same place where we were 3 years ago.
Hey, let's see what the people think. Let's see what the people think.
Let's see what the people think. So let's bring on some more callers. Let's see what the people think.
I'm here.
Boys,
I'm ready.
And Zach.
Mate, the blasphemy, the crap, the utter crap coming out of your mouth, Osman, is ultra shit. You are a poor disgrace for a Manchester United fan. I have seen you slate this club due to the simple fact of the matter. You want to follow other, negative YouTubers who are against this club, against the culture of the club, against everything the club stands for, and just for, your motives. How many times have you flip-flopped? How many times have you actually flip-flopped? When are you really going to stick to your agenda? Earlier in this video, you literally just said that you supported PSG. You are a disgrace. You shouldn't even be doing this show right now. You are a disgrace. We've seen how many managers come in and out of this club, and not one of them have been able to keep the mood up. Have you been to the stadium? Have you ever taken a trip to the stadium to see how it is?
Oh my word.
Mate, I've been there throughout. I'm talking boyz, I'm talking Van Gaal, I'm talking Mourinho. People were sleeping. All these got people cheering. We were cheering even at 5-0. Forget the boo boys. They're passionate guys. Mate, it don't matter. I saw half a stadium walk out under Van Gaal. I saw half a stadium walk out under Mourinho. 40K. We still saw Oli get clapped off. Why? Because people believe in it. Why weren't people talking about this with Klopp? How many finals did Klopp bottle? Sevilla, Real Madrid. Where was he finishing? 7th. But now all of a sudden, Klopp's the Messiah. Well, how many years did it take him? Have you taken that into consideration? But we're being reactionary. Why? Because we can't take the banter from rival fans. We're scared. We're scared to look at our group chats. We're scared to look at our socials because we're scared to be trolled.
Look at this guy, people.
Let's think about it. Think about it. Have a deep think about it. Think about what you are saying. We want to get rid of this manager for who? Kante, who just walked out on Inter, who literally purposely put Chelsea on a down tool after not getting what he wanted and crying. This is the same thing we slated Mourinho for, and we want him
Hold on.
We talk about Zidane, a coward of a manager. He can't win one trophy and he leaves his job. So we want a coward and we want Mourinho 2.0. So where are we going to go? So what are you talking about? We're talking about Ten Hag, who's managing in a toddlers league. Anyway.
Hold on. No.
Hold on. I'll let you talk. I just want to, but before you talk, I want every single person in the chat, hashtag Z the top red. Top red Z.
Top red Z.
Glory, Man United. Glory, Man United. I bleed it. I bleed the thing.
Top red Z. Everyone. Deji, what do you want to say, bro?
Hold on. You're talking about Ten Hag being from the Dutch league. We got this guy Oli from Norway. Absolutely dead. If you can name me right now 5 players that come out from that league to be top players.
I don't even need to name you 5. I can name you one of the best players in the world at the moment, Haaland. And that's who he wanted.
So one person
in the
entire history.
Instead of putting all this energy in getting Oli out, why are we not putting the same energy in getting the Glazers out? Why are we not putting the same energy to get the Glazers to back him? The thing is, you guys are forgetting this, right? Is the structure has been messed up. The club has been messed up since the late days of Sir Alex Ferguson, right? We sold Cristiano Ronaldo and replaced him with Obertan, Valencia, and Michael Owen, right? Remember that. This has been starting since Sir Alex Ferguson. Oli has now come in. He settled the ship. There's been a transition in terms of the structure within the club. And then afterwards, it's not even been halfway through the season and we want to crucify him when there's a structure that's been put in place, right? There's been so many transitions that this guy has had to sit there. We don't know what he's feeling. We don't know. He believes his club. Did you see this guy? And then people want to talk about he's just a 99 merchant.
When he a Liverpool fan,
guy done. It don't matter if he's a Liverpool fan. Matt Busby is a Liverpool legend, and he's still known for being our legend. So what are you talking about? Don't be talking about he's a Liverpool fan.
I'm just saying.
Just a question.
Go ahead.
Just a question with because you touched upon the club structure. Well, the club structure has changed. You know, there's been calls and calls and calls for a footballing man to be operating it. Now, John Murtough's come in and he's done that. Darren Fletcher is also involved in that process. The structure has changed. Since then, it's actually got worse. So how long do you give that process?
Because listen, we got to take it. We've got to take it into consideration, right? It's not going to click right away, right? What? 8 points adrift. Last season, Man City were 8 points adrift. This precious manager, this little Scooby-Doo, the Italian Scooby-Doo, Kante, that everyone is talking about, we people need to remember the season, how he started off that season and ended up winning the league. I've seen Sir Alex Ferguson, the great, be 13 points behind in the league and 11 points behind in the league at a later stage and still come back and win the league. But do you know what it is? It's too many of these kiddies like Osman who wants to be a troll. He wants to be popular and have because he wants to, he wants the fan base. He wants his little minions and they want to assemble. He's not thinking. He hasn't been there to witness it. He hasn't even been there to witness it. This guy hasn't even gone to an away game. Where in London are you from?
Oh.
You probably can't. I bet you, if you're in London, I bet you wouldn't even go to a Brentford game.
He's calling out the membership. He's called you
to call out match day going fans, home and away, fans that actually travel all around Europe to follow this manager. And you want to sit here and have the cheek to call Ollie out. How about I say this? Osman out, over and out. Bye.
Listen.
Okay. Man. No. He can't run his mouth and then leave like that. He can't run his mouth and leave.
He just called you beach footwear.
Listen, man. How can someone talk so much, and just run like stay for the smoke, man? Like, come on, bro. You he rang the doorbell and ran away. Come on, man.
What's going on?
It's coward, man. But anyway, Zach, ask me for why have you had on this show so far?
Listen.
What are you telling me,
First of all, read my name, bro. Read my name. Ronaldo is a bum. I've been saying this for years now, 100%. This guy is a huge bum, bro.
He starts for
Arsenal anyway. Man. Honestly, bro, he doesn't start for Arsenal, mate. Aubameyang's there. What are you talking about? He doesn't start for Arsenal, bro. Wallah, he doesn't start for Arsenal, bro. Wallah, he doesn't. Wallah, he doesn't.
Wait, you're trying to tell me Ronaldo doesn't start for Arsenal? No, first of all, your club is dead anyway. You guys haven't even sniffed top 6 in 2 years. So I don't even know how about a big man that won 5.
Bro.
He's won more Champions League than your club has Premier Leagues. Please explain how that's possible.
What you just said, pure waffle, bro. Aubameyang is clear.
I just say facts.
Nah. Let me tell you why. Yeah, you see Ronaldo yesterday. What was my man doing? He's standing there like a statue, bro. Bloody useless, mate. Aubameyang, he presses, he gets the job done. See, CR, let me call him CR6. Man's missing tap-ins all day long, mate. Not starting for Arsenal, bro.
Where was Aubameyang last season? Hold on. We're talking about a couple of games and you're now crying over him. Last season, he was scoring hat-trick against who? Leeds, come on, bro. We had Scott McTominay scored the fastest brace ever in Premier League history against Leeds. Are we really now gonna say McTominay is now a top baller? Come on, stop this.
That's besides the point. That's besides the point. Forget last season.
Fred scored against Leeds.
Leeds are defensive virgins. They've never defended in their life.
Bro, fraud manager as well. Let me not start on Leeds. Fraudulent manager,
All right,
fraud
cool.
team, with dead players.
What about King Aubameyang turning up against his rivals, bro? Tottenham. He flipping battered them, man, bro. When you have CR7 dropping stinkers, bro. Stinkers up the gap.
We've gone off the beaten track here because this is about Man United. I ain't interested in this dead club Arsenal debate. Okay, like Ronaldo bum, Ollie. Let's keep it real here. Come on.
All right, but anyways, why you man Ollie out, bro? It genuinely confuses me, bro. How you Ollie out? This guy taking you to second, bro. Used to be flipping 6 and that. Now you're second. You got a second last season. There's a process. Trust the process.
Bro, this
you don't have a
DM, bro. Hold on, this is coming from an Arsenal fan, so it's understandable. Like whenever you hear fans of smaller clubs talking about fans of bigger clubs, they're always saying, "Oh, you're spoiled," but they don't understand. We're winners. We're not spoiled. We're winners. So Zach,
talking about winners. When's the last time you won a trophy? Talking about winners, mate. When's the last time you won a trophy?
2022, don't worry. 2022. 2022. When's your last Premier League?
Zach, we appreciate you coming on. We're going to bring on the last set of coolers, but Zach, we appreciate you coming on.
You can come back CR6. When you win a Champions League.
Ronaldo's a bum, bro.
Champions League.
Big.
Okay. Let's bring on the last set of coolers. Els, Bish, what you lot telling me? Unmute your mics, man. Don't be shy.
Sorry about that. I didn't even know it was muted. I was gonna say the amount of waffle that we just had to witness just now is actually shocking. I can't believe the first top Red Z, and then we had to hear about Aubameyang, who's finished. By the way, he's finished. Look at his hairline. His hairline's finished along with him. Literally, this is absolutely shocking. But let's get on to the main topic here. The main topic here is Wally. You know what I mean? Wally, the fraud manager. This guy, right? I don't know what kind of dark magic this guy did to even get in this position that he's in right now, because I don't know how he's here. How is he even how did he get to this third season? This guy is horrible. He's like one of the worst managers to ever grace this earth. Literally, he's dreadful. I don't know, man. I don't know how people back this man for so long and see the dreadful football that we had to witness for all of these years. I fell asleep in so many games last season. It's not even funny. I'm being dead serious. I fell asleep. I think about 5-6 games towards the end of the season. It's actually jarring. Like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So that's a man who's lost his will.
Literally, I've lost all hope. Like
you're down bad right now.
I'm finished. Like Aubameyang. Like it's actually. I can't.
Well, that's just pathetic.
Bish, what are you saying, man?
Oi, come on, man. Back your manager.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Bish, who do you support?
United.
Oh my.
Did you back LVG?
Come on, man. Yes, I backed every manager that we get.
You back every manager that we get. See. Do you want to know what we're running into this danger? We're gonna become like Liverpool fans. You see, Liverpool fans for 30 years they were backing every manager, saying this one's the guy. Brendan Rodgers the guy. Kenny Dalglish is the guy. We're turning into them. We're turning into them.
What is it to back? What is it to back?
What are we backing?
What is it to back? If this was Sir Alex Ferguson doing this, you would all be backing him. So why don't you?
Because he won 2 Champions League, a treble, a double, and 13 Premier League.
And actually had maybe a style of play. You know what I mean? Like you can actually see what players are instructed to do. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, come on. You're all turning your back on him. If this was Mourinho, you wouldn't be saying that.
Yeah, I would.
Exactly, obviously.
And we did, and that's why it's out.
Ironically against Liverpool.
It was against Liverpool as well, right?
And he did better.
And he did better.
How many times have you been to the stadium?
I mean,
Els, do you want to respond to
that? Yeah, I've been a lot of times. I've been about 50 times. You know what I mean?
Really?
Pretty good atmosphere. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't talking to you. Good for you. You're funding the Glazers.
Oh, it was a trap. It was a trap question.
You should have said the correct.
No,
You
no,
can't complain about Ollie
man.
when you're funding the Glazers.
No, I'm just capping. I've never been to the stadium. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you probably haven't.
No, never been there.
Manager,
Never been there.
You should get behind
Wait. Hold on. Can we stop this cap? Because you've said it, and Top Red Z is saying it as well. All this thing about you have to go to matches to be a real fan is cap. That's complete. That's complete. That's a complete fallacy.
If you live in
Australia,
Australia,
do you want to know something? What if a fan lives in America? They can't fly in. Well, what's this waffle? Some people can't afford it.
Hey, hang on. The Bish. One thing I will say, yeah, the reason why you've been how old in terms of age range are you, Bish? Just the age range.
18.
18. Oh, Christ. Okay, so I can't even talk about Rooney signings and Ferdinand signings at this point. But
you can't blood.
But we spent a lot of money, and that isn't necessarily down to just match day going fans. There was a big fan base. Well, Southeast Asia was the big one, and obviously United are global. You know, they pay a lot of money to support that club. They're still members. You know what I mean? So you don't get those nice big transfers without them.
Look, man, even the people in the comments are agreeing with me.
No, they're just trolling. There's no way they actually agree with you wholeheartedly.
Nah. I think they do.
Nah. You're
because Ollie is the way to victory.
No,
he's not.
I'm seeing comments like Bish who from Anthony.
No.
Get that trend in, people. Bish who?
Bish who?
I'm so offended.
Bish who, you know. My God.
Well, that's really guys. It's been good. It's been very, very good. Good counters there.
Thank you for having me on. But Ole is at the wheel.
Yes, thanks for having me on, man.
It's a car crash.
You coming on. We appreciate all the callers that have come on. We appreciate all the people that have tuned in. But just before you leave, people, please hit the like button. Support this channel, man. This channel's we're going to keep growing, man. We're going to keep growing. We're trying to get better. We're trying to improve the content for you lot. So please hit the like button, man. Don't be finessing us like I always say. Don't be running away without hitting the like button. Bless us.
Don't forget to subscribe as well. Don't forget to subscribe too.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a certain football channel that they've been called out today.
We want our apologies.
It is all for free, and also make sure follow all the socials. They're all in the descriptions, the Twitter, the Instagram. Also join the Discord as well. Very interactive. We want to build a community here, man. We want to build a community.
Absolutely.
We don't want to be, I want to talk to the people. Jinky, Doctor, they want to talk to the people. We don't want to be these people that we want to build a community. We want to build a community. But anyway, we appreciate
it's been great tonight.
Coming on. It's been an amazing show. Jinky, Doctor, do you want to say anything before we close it off, man?
I'll tell you what, we could have put another half an hour on this. A brilliant show tonight, brilliant calls.
100%, man.
Thank you so much. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, we appreciate everyone, even the most deluded of fans. You're allowed to have your say. We've heard a lot of waffle, but we love it. We love it. Good show.
Yeah, man. We appreciate it. Hit the like button, people. And thank you for tuning in. Till next time, man.